Hey everybody, this is Dustin Bailey Outdoors, and I had a couple of these old Altoid cans just laying around, and I was thinking, what can I do with these old cans? So, and I got my brain working, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I made a survival kit out of this? So, I decided to take this and add my own stuff in there and make my own personal survival kit. So, let's get started. Okay. So first I thought, what's the main thing you want in a survival kit? And that is something sharp like a knife and something you could get food with, like a fishing kit like this one here wrapped around my knife here. This is just a cheap Winchester knife that I had laying around. So I decided I don't ever really use this knife, so why don't I put it in a survival kit? It is an alright knife. It was given to me by someone, and I decided it would be nice if to wrap my fishing kit around there and store a hook inside the tightly wrapped fishing line. And there we go, we got that in there. So let's get on to the next item. Next, I found this piece of copper wire just laying around, and this would make a great makeshift snare. Like, it's probably not much better than this good copper wire here, and you don't want it just laying around inside your survival kit, so I also found this little plastic bag to store it in. Okay, so there, you got this nice copper wire snare that you could use great. This is just multi-purpose, but mainly, this would make a great snare out there in the wilderness if you're trying to survive. This is really a life changer here. Next, I had this sharpening stone that I got with an Ozark Trail machete thing. It was just a cheap Ozark Trail camping kit or something, and I decided this sharpening stone, I don't really use it that much either, so I decided I'll put that in my kit so my knife isn't going dull if I'm ever trying to survive, which I hope I'm not. Okay, I had this little fire rod here. You strike it with this striker here or a knife blade, and it strikes on this part here and it'll throw a spark. And I thought, I don't ever really use this that much either, so I thought, why don't I put it in my survival kit? And now I don't need matches or a lighter, so I got this nice thing here, and it's not going to just run out anytime soon. It's got good life in it, and these will last for a long time. And all you need is some tinder for this, and that'll work perfect for starting fires. I've used these a lot before in the past, and of course I usually have a bigger one when I'm camping. This one came in a little mess kit I had, and I realized the little mess kit, the stove on it, it had like a thing where I didn't really need this to start it, so I realized I don't need this, so let me add it to my survival kit. Next, I opened this out of an MRE. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but I did open up a couple of MREs in the past. It wasn't shown on YouTube, but this is a hot beverage bag that I got from a regular US MRE, and I've realized this would be good for a survival kit, and I decided to put it in there because I could store water or anything else I wanted to inside of this. It's a great storage bag, and it is sturdy, it's not just going to rip on you or anything. It could hold up to, like, there's a 12-ounce line too. It's good for measuring water. It could hold up a lot of water in there, and this I thought was a great addition to my Altoid survival kit. Next, just throwing this in here, I found this cheap little hand lens, which will just kind of make a kind of somewhat fire starter, I don't know. Okay, great. So we got the snare here with the copper wire, the ferro rod, the knife sharpener, the knife, and I laid it on top of the hot beverage bag here. That is it underneath it. And the knife has the cord. The knife has the cord and the fishing hook wrapped around it. And this is our magnifying glass. Alright, so let's get this inside the Altoid box and see what it looks like. Alright guys, this is looking pretty snazzy. I didn't add the hot beverage packet in there yet because it doesn't really, it'll cover up everything. in right now, but you could kind of get an idea how this is going to fit in there. And I also added a content sheet, don't laugh at my handwriting, so I'll know what all is in there and know what to use it for. And alright, so we're going to add our hot beverage bag in there, and I'll show you how to close this and make sure it's not going to come open when you're packing it in your backpack or whatever you're carrying. Alright guys, so on this kit here you could see the hot beverage bag is wanting it to bulge out. So one handy idea to help with this is actually the rubber bands you could find on vegetables in the grocery store. So this right here, this is a band that came off of broccoli. You could find these on asparagus, anything. They're really tough and stretchy, and these will keep your kit closed so it's not opening up in your backpack or whatever you're carrying it in and spilling it everywhere. So let me stretch this on there and show you how it looks. Alright guys, this looks pretty snazzy, right? Look at that nice rubber band, and you may have noticed it does say 7-piece survival kit, or survival tin. And I wrote that on there because I actually have a couple of these survival tins and that I made, and I'll probably do a video on those too, guys. But this one I did a quick just 7-piece survival tin on the top, so I'll know which one I'm grabbing if I want to put it in my backpack when I'm going camping or whatever I'm doing, you know, that I might need this or whatever, you know. So I grabbed that right quick, and I thought the rubber bands really made this thing just stand out, you know. It looks really nice and all, and really you only need one rubber band, but 2 rubber bands really makes it look a lot better. So if you ever, you know, your mom buys broccoli or you buy broccoli, whatever, just take the rubber bands off of here, and you never know what you could use these for. Then the rubber bands also could add to a survival piece out of here, you know. You could use these for multiple things, you know. And most people say you could really use stuff for like 1,000 reasons, but these really can be used for several things. Like for instance, you could use this to stabilize something, like if you wanted to wrap your fishing line around like a stick, you know, you could stabilize the fishing line there, so if something tugs on it like a fish, it won't just, you could use a stick instead of your hand so it's not hurting your fingers and all, you know. And also guys, you may think, well, what if I don't have one of these? What if I only got the miniature Altoid can? And actually guys, there's something really cool you could do with these. Okay, so this is just what's inside. Here's some iodized salt, also out of one of those MREs. I'm really glad I opened those up. And inside this little bag, there's fishing line and multiple hooks in here. So this makes a perfect fishing kit. And you may wonder, why do I got salt in here? Well, who eats fish without salt, you know? It makes if you're surviving or whatever you're doing, it'll make your time a little bit more pleasant if you have a little bit of salt, you know. It'll make your fish or whatever you're eating a little bit more enjoyable. Alright guys. I did promise in one of my last videos, I said I was going to make another steel target videos, and guys, I still promise that's coming soon. And I've got a bunch of other ideas for videos. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. And if you've actually watched this far, I really appreciate you. And let me know down in the comments below if you want to see more of these survival kit ideas, because I've got several other cans that I've made these things out of. And they're really cool ideas, and I'd like to share them with you guys. So stay tuned. Please like and subscribe the video, and I'll see you in the next Dustin Bailey Outdoors video.